So welcome back to Let's Talk English Conversation LTEC. Today in this video, I'm going to share a very important topic. The topic is the current situation of primary education. And by these topics, we are very interested to talk today because there is a very important person joined with us, and she is a primary education school teacher and a popular school teacher. She is not a simple school teacher, but also she is an expert one about the education system and what should be the education policy in the current pandemic situation, Miss Surya Parvi. So how are you, Surya?
Sorry, I have to interrupt here. My name is Suraya Sultan, okay?
So there is a simple correction, not a simple correction. This is the name. So not Surya Parveen, she is Suraya Sultana. So Suraya Sultana, Apu, how are you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
I'm fine, really fine. So in this pandemic situation, we are here and everybody, we are in home, especially the institutions which is about on education system, education board, education type of school, college, universities, everything uh, are in home. So in this pandemic situation, there are two JSC, SSC, and HSC. Maybe there are three results we have got as an auto passed, which is a matter of the different test, different condition we didn't see in the previous time. So, what is the condition of primary education nowadays in this pandemic situation? About your thought?
Yeah, thanks for your nice question. You know that nowadays we are passing through a dangerous and critical situation, and the effect of this situation is clearly seen in our primary education also. The schools are already closed, the classes are locked, and the learners are far away from the education about 1.5 years. And I think as we are the only source of their learning, so they are losing their interest of learning day by day, as we are far away from them for a long time. And I also guess that most of the learners have already forgotten reading and writing, especially the learners of primary and learners of pre-primary and class 1 student, I can mention here. And I also think that they have also forgotten some concepts about English, math, and science also. It is a matter of regret that it will be difficult for us to turn them back to their education after the reopening of our schools. And it is the worst condition of our primary education nowadays. Thanks.
Bangladeshi government has taken a very good step. That is, they are showing the important classes of various classes in shanshaw TV, and the students are enjoying. And this media is going to be popular day by day. The very first of the steps was not too popular, but now it is on the pandemic situation. We are feeling that it was needed very much, and students are taking their preparation by and they're learning something from Shanshaw TV, the classes of various popular teachers of various school in Bangladesh. So, what is your opinion by this platform? Students are going to learn something, or this is a boring system? What do you think about this?
Okay, it's an effective step from government that is in BTV and in Shop TV, and that is Ghare Boshe Shikhi. We have some program on our primary education. They have delivered many classes on this. But to my opinion, it is effective for the urban students basically. And the rural students actually they don't have the facilities so much. They some of the students they don't afford TV also. So I think the effect of this concept is more benefited to the urban students, not the rural students. And some of the rural students are also not interested to watch such a job program, as they think that they will face their teachers, they will learn face to face, and they are actually interested to meet their teacher and speak to their teachers in face to face. That's why I think this program is effective, but not for all the students. I think so. Okay.
But Bangladesh is not a rich country. There are 80% villagers live in our Bangladesh around here. And among the 80% poor peoples or the villagers, 40%, maybe more than 40% areas there is not any television, and television, that means I am talking about the dish line. So is shanshaw TV available everywhere, or all the poor students who has not televisions, who have not televisions, are they enjoying that kind of process? What do you think about this?
Actually, those who have not television, they are not enjoying that kind of program, because some of them don't have the dish connection or net connection. And as we also noticed that some online classes are also delivered by every upazila, but the rural students are far away from that program. They have not proper opportunity, as it is costly. They don't support Wi-Fi or digital devices. So it is actually we should think of otherwise accept this program. Okay.
Government has taken a new step, which is the most important, which was the most important, and people are very happy that five. I'm sorry, I just can't remember the policy. The policy is that 5 Mbps packets will be sold as 500 takas only if anybody want to take Wi-Fi line. So what do you think about Wi-Fi line? Do you think that this lining process, like mobile or like telephone, like any kind of device, Wi-Fi should be available everywhere within a short time in this pandemic situation? What do you think about it?
If government allow or government to give facilities to the learners and supply special Wi-Fi connection for them with as much less money as the government can support, so I think it will be better for the learners of our poor country. And most of the guardians of our young learners are not so rich. They don't have support enough money to spend in their education. So I think it will be better if government can support this.
In this current situation, like India, Bangladeshi, corona pandemic situation are decreasing. That means decreasing. That means the number of death, number of attack by corona pandemic virus are decreasing day by day. So number are increasing and the situation are decreasing. So what do you think about this? If the school, colleges, universities should open, if it is should be open, so how will be the position of coronavirus among the students? Should it be open, or should it be not? About your opinion?
Actually, the situation is so worse nowadays, as the attracted people are increasing and the death is also increasing. So I think it will not better for nowadays to open the school. But if situation come favorable to us, if the percentage decrease, then I think government can think about this, and with maintaining the social distancing and hygiene, we can all reopen the school. If the percentage decrease, then and the present condition is not favorable to open the school at now. Okay.
Now, in a class, when you teach your students, while teaching, while making understand some chapters like math, like English grammar, like a sentence, like any chapter, students suddenly ask any question which was available at that moment, but on shanshaw TV or online, any classes which was not connected directly with students. So are they enough to understand this kind of activities, this kind of classes, to increase their mind, their mental development?
Yeah, it may happen sometimes that I'm proceeding some concept and they ask suddenly some question to me. It is good, I think. They have their own ideas, their own experiences, and they have their talent also. So they can ask me any question at any time in my classes, and I think it is a positive approach of my students. But as a teacher, actually, while develop my lesson plan, I actually think about this and what question may come from my school, from my learners, and how I can face that question. And I actually prepare myself mentally for that situation.
In
Okay.
this pandemic situation, to keep your students or to keep your children in your home, everybody is taking a very bad step that the mobile phone or they are giving their mobile phone to their children so that they can play PUBG or they can play Free Fire. So why the children should not be admired, should not be motivated to play YouTube channel or like this kind of channel, this kind of education channel by their parents. So is the guilt of the parents not to inspire their children to learn English, Bangla or education related YouTube TV or channel? They are just playing PUBG and Free Fire. So how should you value? How should you give up your opinion about this matter to the guardian of their children?
Okay, there is a concept, or there is a saying that forbidden things create mass interest, and this happened to the learner, to the young children also. If you forbid something, then they attracted mass to that thing. And PUBG and Free Fire, actually these are games, and the young children actually like these types of games, so that they are attracted with that games. And beside about the guardians, actually, as a guardians, I try to lead them to some educational channel or do some educational program, but I also sometimes fail to do so, because the games are so much attracted them that they don't keep up with that type of game. But guardians should try their best so that the learners or the students do not attracted so much by that game. Addiction is not a good things. They can play, but the addiction is bad for them, so they should avoid that type of games. And they should take much interest to the YouTube channel or some other program that is good for their education and good for their learning also. So, okay.
So can I
I
ask
think,
a thing, very important thing that many teachers are personally teaching their his students to earn money on online Zoom cloud meeting apps or WhatsApp, email, any kinds of apps they are using. I'm talking about the teachers who are personally teaching their students to earn money. So why not this process can be continued as a school teacher? Because if the headmistress or the headmaster of your school or the chief of your school can decide this kind of activities by the suggestion of education board or education office, that the teacher will take his class or her class from his home and all the students around will be set in front of Zoom app by mobile phone. So nowadays my smartphone has become the cheaper rated nowadays all over the Bangladesh. Not though so cheap, but it has become cheaper than the previous time. So is it possible to arrange uh, a Zoom cloud meeting class by the teacher? Teacher will take the class from his or her home and all the students will attend the class from their home. Is it possible within 1 or 2 months if government take it strictly from by the chief of your school or by the chief of your office of education?
yeah, actually, governments has taken initiative to take a class in Google Meet, and most of some of the schools in all over the countries are taking classes through Google Meet. But the present of the percentage of students present is not so low in that school. As you know, it is costly. Most of the learners don't have the digital phone, digital device. They don't have Wi-Fi connections, so it is not possible to include 100% students in such a program. But if we try, I think it will be day by day it will increase, and the learners will motivate. The parents will also motivate to make their children to attend such kind of classes. I also try personally so that my learners can include to me in Zoom or Google Meet classes. But the problem is, the only problem is they don't have digital device. They don't have Wi-Fi, and it is costly, so they are not interested. But I hope that day by day they will become interested and they will connect with us. As their situation, I think situation will compel all the partner, guardians and students to connect with their teachers. And I hope in future we will connect it with them virtually through Zooms or Google Meet. I hope so. Thanks.
So, Surya, you are a very good tutor, especially for the primary education, and you want to go to your next level to your college life, college education teacher, as a teacher of college education like ACC or degree. So I want to inform my audience about your lifestyle, because everybody really wants to know, especially after watching this video. Everybody will want to know about yourself, because you speak like an speaker of outside of our country, and you speak with the correct sentences, correct pronunciation, and you can be the inspiration for the students, for the audience of my Let's Talk English Conversation LTEC channel. So in the next video, we should talk about yourself. What do you think about this? About your
Okay,
lifestyle,
no problem.
so
I'm interested. No problem. I can talk about myself also.
okay.
No
So
problem.
the next audience, the next video we should talk about, we should discuss about Mrs. Surya Sultana Apu's private lifestyle and how she has learned her education and what is her next level or next thought to go ahead. So here is the end of this video. In the next video, we should talk about this important topics. The topic is Mrs. Surya Sultana Apu's private lifestyle. If you like this video, just give a thumb to like button and comment about your opinion, what type of video you want to see in my Let's Talk English Conversations channel. Bye. Allah Hafiz. Thank you very much, Surya. If you want to say about my LTEC channel to the audience.
Okay, I was actually glad to talk to you, and this channel will be benefited for our viewers, and dear viewers, subscribe this channel and inspire Golam Sarah Shumon to make such kind of videos more for you. And I hope this channel will go to a long run and it will last forever for you. Okay.
Thank you very much.